hammers in hand, lights down low in gangland, cracking open a cold one, feeling the beat. Tonight's the night we won't accept defeat. Pixel battles rage, we're in the zone. Laughs and shouts, we found our home. Every match, we give our best. In this quest, we never rest. Side by side, we conquer the quest. With every win, we're feeling blessed. Enemies fall, our skills combine. In this realm, we truly shine. Get wrecked, nerds, it's game time. All the tricks, we're feeling fine. Platinum dreams, we're set to find. Going hard, we're trophies on the line. Raise your glasses, let's celebrate. Victory sweet, we dominate. Boss fights loom, but we stand tall. In this realm, we conquer all. Raise your glass, let's make a toast. In this battle, we boast the most. Level up, power through, we never fear. Victory's close, we can hear the cheer. From dusk till dawn, we play the game. For glory, honor, and a little fame. With every win, our spirits soar. Craving victory, always wanting more. Legends born in every fight. In the dark, we bring the light. Get wrecked, nerds, it's game time. All the tricks, we're feeling fine. Platinum dreams, we're set to find. Going hard, we're trophies on the line. Raise your glasses, let's celebrate. Victory sweet, we dominate. Blazing through battles, we light up the screen. Champions of chaos in every scene. Raising our cups as we conquer the screen. Get wrecked, nerds, it's more than a meme. From pixels to glory, we rise above. In this digital realm, we find our love. Through highs and lows, we stand our ground. The gaming world, we're renowned. Get wrecked, nerds, it's game time. All the tricks, we're feeling fine. Platinum dreams, we're set to find. Going hard, we're trophies on the line. Raise your glasses, let's celebrate. Victory sweet, we dominate. Get wrecked, nerds, it's game time. All the tricks, we're feeling fine. Platinum dreams, we're set to find. Victory's ours, with gaming minds combined. We own the night. With every win, we feel the light. Platinum dreams in our sights, we'll keep on fighting through the night. Get wrecked, nerds, it's a game of paradise. Every day we roll the dice, winning big, having fun. In this battle, we're number one. For another round, let's celebrate. In this game, we dominate. Trophies gleam, drinks in hand. Together we conquer, we make our stand. When victory calls, we heed the sound. This digital world, the glory found. So every game, a new and fun. Get wrecked, nerds, you know who you are. Get wrecked, nerds, it's game time. All the tricks, we're feeling fine. Platinum dreams, we're set to find. Going hard, we're trophies on the line. Raise your glasses, let's celebrate. Victory sweet, we dominate. Victories, we dominate. Victories ours, we dominate.
What's up, bastard? You have a question for me? Shoot. What's up? Happy fucking Friday, guys. What's up, Zero? What you working on? Oh God, you're working on Trackmania too? Not much, just working. The clip is kind of low. Very close to the plat of Trackmania Turbo and N++. Yo, how you doing? What's up, Hurry? How are you? Serial killer, bam. So, Fitch, when did you add Hulu to your Disney Plus? Last weekend. Last weekend. We had Hulu through Spotify, but then Sally changed the plan to add me to Spotify for like 2 people. And when she did that, we lost Hulu. And I didn't know we lost it. So we added it back. I added it through Disney Plus last weekend. I'm doing good. Gonna hop on GTA 4 and do some more TVOG and try to get that knocked out. Speaking of, I have 1 trophy left for Advanced Warfare to do. It's the get to the special round on the last map. I unlocked the last map last night. I got to the round, but then it was like, oh, you gotta escape, but it didn't tell me where to go until 10 seconds, and I didn't get there in time, so I failed. So I gotta try it again. New dude, 0, 0. So just a heads up, new dude is AI. That is an AI bot. That is an AI chat bot. Yeah, it's my bot. But I've got it set up to where you can have a full conversation with it. To be fair, though, the bot does kind of act like a real person if you don't know. Yeah. And if you click... So the bot is supposed to be quote-unquote Deadpool. And if you click on the bot's name and go to its profile, it's all Deadpool stuff. What makes this worse is I can't even say I smoked a joint before making that blooper. Yeah, it is a bot. I have access to the Twitch API, and I'm able to like write and code my own bot. And I've been messing around with it for a couple months now, and I almost got it to where I want. Like I'm still tweaking its personality. It's not quite there yet. Miss Jazz is really doing it for me. What's up, Red Jack? How is Elden Ring going? Just as you said, this Jazz is really doing it for me, I hit the continue button. Fucking terrible. Speaking of fucking... Especially when they're puking rainbows and farting sparkles. Final boss has the most bullshit spam attacks.
You know a Freddy.
I haven't tried the zombies yet, Hurry.
I know Freddy needs money to get out of town.
I haven't tried them yet.
He's prepared to blow the whistle on a primo reefer.
But I know there's
distribution
3 or
ring.
4 zombie DLC packs, and you can't even access DLC 2 until you've completed DLC 1. Like, you have to complete the Easter egg to unlock DLC 2, which is kind of bullshit since I bought the season pass. I wish I would have known that beforehand.
don't know who these were.
Get moving, Phelps. Roy's informant is the skittish type.
All right. All right. We are on a DLC case called Reefer Madness. We will have 5 trophies to get on this case. Yeah, I didn't know that either, but like I have this. Is it the same? I have the PS4 version. I'm not playing the PS3. But I have like the first zombies map, and I'm like, where's the rest of my DLC? And I looked it up. You have to beat that Easter egg in order to unlock the next fucking DLC, which is kind of stupid. I finally got to watch Prey last night, and holy crap, yeah, that movie hits. It slaps. It's fucking good. And what's worse, if you summon a NPC for the final fight, it boosts the fucking boss damage. That's bullshit.
Money? No, you just look like you're made of money. Oh, very good. The kid's on form. I'd say on a scale of dull to scintillating, you're a solid tedious today, which you can be pleased with. Do you ever listen to yourself? I don't have the same voices in my head as you do, Cole.
How you liking this DLC? I just started it, so I don't know. Each DLC is like a case, so, and it's mixed in with the story. So it's like I have this DLC case, and then we have a regular story case, and then another DLC case. I have to say the end of the murder desk, like the ending to the murder cases, was a little uneventful.
Here's what I heard. Cops caught the guy who did the dahlia, but they covered it up.
How the fuck do you get out of here? Am I in the basement?
Mouthpiece for strip.
I think I'm in the fucking basement.
Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Yeah, I'm in the fucking basement. I like how they Phelps a kid and he's fucking looks like he's in his late 30s.
I think he's a bit of a gangster, but he treats me nice.
Oh, I thought it was good. It was definitely like a breakup for like the random shit that we've been doing. Should we take this one? Let's take fucking this one.
Can you drive to this one? You can drive.
Get this. Middle of the afternoon, this crazy woman decides to set fire to the hotel she lives in. The fire brigade come and put it out. A couple hours later, she does it again. Phones up Central and says, I've set fire to my hotel twice today.
I was watching the world's biggest ghost hunt. It was a 2-week investigation at
Did they
Penrose
send some
Asylum.
uniforms around to get
It
her?
was really good. I highly recommend
No,
it.
that's the best part. The desk sergeant,
you got-
he gets his share of
After,
crank
I don't know
calls.
if you had
Says,
HBO,
"All right,
but
lady,
I
you
kicked
know,
everybody
why
out
don't
of
you come on
HBO a
down
couple
here?"
weeks ago too.
An hour later, she shows. Hair still smoking, clothes
Just because I was
smoldering,
trying to watch House of
smelling
Dragon,
like a brush
and it
fire.
wouldn't let me watch House of Dragon because too many other people were on my HBO at the time. And so I was like, fuck all y'all motherfuckers. I'm the one that pays for this shit. And so I kicked everybody out. And I was like, well, I guess, because I don't even know who was in there. And I was like, at that point, I feel like I'm going to get a message from someone. I was like, yo, I want to fucking watch House of Dragon.
Are you drunk, mister? Or are you just cracked?
There's a little sneak. That's him in the back, Cole.
Does the chicken come with fried tomato?
Freddie, you're looking good.
You're gonna help me, right?
That's what I'm here for.
You got the money?
The 20? Sure, right here.
20! I said...
You want the money or the alternative? Tell us about the reefer, Freddy.
You see,
Another good Samaritan. Answer the question.
brass comes from Tijuana.
I only had your Disney. Oh, okay.
They bring in 50 pounds a week.
50 pounds? Are you hallucinating, Freddy?
Gets stashed at a house at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Names, Freddy.
The guy at the house is a spick that goes by the name Juan Garcia Cruz. Be careful. He likes guns. Where do I get my money?
Do me a favor, Freddy. Spend the money on a bus ticket. You can't last forever on a snitch jacket. Let's go visit this Cruz character. 50 pounds of dope. Crazy.
Kitty, that is the gargoyle. HBO over Max is overrated in my opinion. Yeah. Mostly got it for Last of Us and Game of Thrones.
You're behind the wheel.
And DC animated stuff.
You believe his story? Sure. A hophead like Freddy would raffle his sister for his next score.
There's some good movies and shows, but not worth it. Yeah. Their original content's really good, but like...
Call for help. I'll try to find a way in. Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair. 11K calling KGB. Officers need help.
The week has been a shit suck. It's been a long fucking week.
Fired and officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Shots fired.
It's just been really busy.
I'll ask you politely to move on. Next time I won't be so nice.
You guys don't half leave a mess. What happened?
Dope peddler, Juan Cruz. He opened fire and, well, the rest of the story tells itself. A silver dollar. Thought they took these things out of circulation. Juan Garcia Cruz. This is his address, but this place looks like a front.
All right, time to find some clues.
Is this a drug or a village in Borneo? Doesn't appear to be in Spanish. Nope. I think I've seen it all.
Find anything interesting?
Doesn't anyone eat regular meals anymore? Junkies feeding on popcorn and grasshoppers living on soup.
I feel like the soup is how they're importing the weed, my man.
Ha! Phelps, you jump like a girl.
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Now we're getting somewhere.
More soup? Who in the hell keeps a secret stash of soup?
It's because it ain't fucking soup.
You hungry or something, Phelps?
There's fucking weed in those soup cans, bro.
I'd say that's pretty good value for 12 cents.
Factory sealed. Someone at the cannery has a lot of explaining to do.
Look at that bud. The old can of weed trick.
With Juan dead, we need a new suspect.
This guy EJ seems to be bringing in most of the serious weight. The dates and times seem pretty regular. We should notify the border crossing.
Those fuckers are probably in on it. Let's wait and see how this plays out.
Okay, make sure you use the phone to get the address. There's a room in the back that has a bunk bed. In that room will be a newspaper that you can pick up that will give you the location of 20th Century Market. Oh, I'm gonna have to restart the case. Poe, get down. I guess that's why they call it. It's some real good soup. I'm supposed to use the phone.
Maybe these are the guys keeping Juan so well stocked with soup.
Find anything interesting?
Okay, so we have to go to 20th Century Market to get another trophy.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Carruthers says the morphine is still turning up.
Makes sense. We have no idea how much of the stuff Lenny shifted. There's been no comeback from Cohen as yet.
Maybe Confidential Magazine is right, and Bugsy is on the slide.
You read that stuff? I wouldn't say it to his face if I was you. That is one hot-tempered son of a bitch.
Sit tight. Let's take a look at what's going on.
Either these customers are serious soup lovers, or I think we found our middleman.
Car 11 King to KGPL.
Car 11 King, go ahead.
I'm requesting assistance in a B-Wagon at 20th Century Markets, 1558 North Highland. Numerous narcotic suspects. Code 2 only, no sirens.
11K, roger.
Okay. Cavalry should be here any minute.
LAPD, nobody move!
I'll take my chances.
Oh, God, get off the fucking wall!
I ain't scared of you. I'll take my chances. I ain't scared of you.
That fucking scream, he's like, ah!
Whatever you're carrying, hand it over. I'd say he's got about half a can left. I guess that makes me a pessimist.
You can't take me in.
Take you in? Be glad he didn't shoot you. I wouldn't have chased you. If it was up to me, you'd be talking out of a hole in the back of your head.
I want information.
Senor, I would like to help you, but I got a family in Mexico I have to provide for. And my compadres are very unreasonable.
Your compadres? Turn out your pockets. I need Ray to run down these silver dollars.
I need to make a deal. I need guarantees.
You have identification?
All right, now we have to restart the case. Because we're not supposed to come here yet. In other words, we can't get 5 stars. We have to come there straight away to get that one trophy, though.
You know
Take 'em
a
away,
Freddie
boys.
Calhoun?
Sure, I know
Freddie
Freddie.
needs money to get out of town. Says he's prepared to blow the whistle on a primo reefer distribution ring. Says he
Has
can.
he said how much it's going to cost?
$50.
And the department will front me the 50?
You can put in an expense claim. He's over at Mike Lyman's on Hollywood Boulevard. See what you can find out.
$50? Do they think I'm made of money? No, you just look like you're made of money. Oh, very good. The kid's on form. I'd say on a scale of dull to scintillating, you're a solid tedious today.
Do you ever listen to yourself?
I don't have the same voices in my head as you do, Cole.
No, bro, you're driving.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
You're driving.
Club sandwiches. Thank you.
I just looked up how much he was worth back then.
That's
No
him
wonder
in
he'd
the
be
back,
pissed. He'd be
Cole.
worth $700 nowadays. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking money. Yeah,
Freddie,
that's just like,
You're
yeah,
looking
sure, let me
good.
go ahead and shell that out.
Right?
that's what I'm here for.
You got the money?
The 20? Sure, right here.
20! I said...
You want the money or the alternative?
Tell us about the reefer, Freddie.
Another good Samaritan. Answer the question.
Brass comes from Tijuana. They bring in 50 pounds a week.
50 pounds? Are you hallucinating, Freddie?
Gets stashed at a house at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Names, Freddie.
The guy at the house is a spick that goes by the name Juan Garcia Cruz. Be careful. He likes guns. Where do I get my money?
Do me a favor, Freddie. Spend the money on a bus ticket. You can't last forever on a snitch jacket.
Let's go visit this Cruz character. 50 pounds of dope.
Crazy.
He gave him the money though too. He just tossed it.
Can you drive to this one? You believe his story?
Sure. A hophead like Freddie would raffle his sister for his next score. North Las Palmas. Shots fired and officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Roger, Lemming. Audience officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Officers need help at 1452 North Las Palmas. Shots fired. Get us in line down.
Did he surrender? Or was one shot all it took? I shot him in his dick, so that should be enough. He should go down real quick.
I'll ask you,
Alright, now we gotta find all those fucking clues again.
You guys don't half leave a mess. What happened?
Dope peddler, Juan Cruz. He opened fire and, well, the rest of the story tells itself. Juan Garcia Cruz. This is his address, but this place looks like a front.
Hey Smallville, how are you, man?
took these things out of circulation.
Did he just pocket that silver dollar? Any word on the car? I have lots of words on the car.
Appear to be in Spanish.
Lots of words on the car.
Doesn't anyone eat regular meals anymore? Junkies feeding on popcorn and grasshoppers living on soup.
Operator, give me dispatch.
So, the bank screwed me over.
Putting you through now.
They basically
Phelps, batch 1247.
wiped out my current car loan and started charging me for the
I need an
car
address on a Parnell Soup Company.
that I haven't
Head
even
office
bought
or
yet.
factory in the Los Angeles area.
Just a second, detective.
Yeah, so it was like basically I gotta buy the car now.
10 Fountain Avenue.
Thank you.
And so I get with the dealer, and I was like, "Fuck it, you know what? I'll fuck it. I'll just go get the car." And then, then the dealer, yeah, without my permission, I haven't signed anything.
Maybe these are the guys keeping Juan so well stocked.
The guy that I was working with at the dealership, which was the manager, he was like, "Hey, I'm getting really busy. Do you mind if I kind of pass this off to my assistant manager?" He told me it was the assistant manager, but I assume it was just a sales guy, if I'm being honest here.
Not much help.
And so then and basically he came in and basically gave me some bullshit like, "Oh, well, I know that your trade is worth 23,000, but we don't need one, so we're only willing to give you 19,000 for it." And I was like, excuse me? And he's like, "Yeah, we just don't need one."
Now we're getting somewhere.
And I'm like, "Well, then I don't need to buy this car." And so I called the manager today, and I told him I'm backing out of the deal
More soup?
because your guy tried to fuck me over. So I'm not buying it. And then right after that, I got on the horn with the bank.
Hungry or something, Phelps?
They basically tried to get an extra $4,000 out of me cash. And I was like, "Fuck off, man. You're all fuck."
I'd say that's pretty good value for 12 cents.
So I backed out of it. Then I called the bank and I was like,
One at the
"Look,
cannery has a
y'all
lot of
fucked up. I don't own the car." They were like, "Are you sure you don't own the car?" And I'm like, "Yes, I don't own the fucking car. We were still negotiating price." And so they're reverting it. They're reverting it back to my previous loan. And I hope the manager's upset because... And I don't want them to be upset with me because they're a client. Right? And I'm like, "Man, if you needed to hit numbers for the month, I was a fucking laydown. You didn't have to do anything. I would have come in and bought it, but your guy fucked me over. So, I don't know what to tell you. Like, please don't get mad at me, but...
This guy EJ.
You can't
seems
just
to be
agree
bringing
to a
most of the
price
serious
and then
weight.
all of a sudden say, "Nah,
Dates
we
and
need
times
another
seem
$4,000.
irregular.
It's not happening.
Notify the border crossing.
Those fuckers are probably in on it. Let's wait and see how this plays out.
But in the end, it all works out. I keep my current car or whatever, and then it gives me time to sell some comics and look again in another couple months. Yeah, they already agreed. They already told me a price, and then when I was finalizing paperwork, the other guy told me something different, and so I was like, that's not what your fucking manager told me. So. Fuck them.
Never the same, are they?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. Carruthers says the morphine is still turning up.
Makes sense. We have no idea how much of the stuff Lenny shifted. There's been no comeback from Cohen as yet.
Because to be fair, the guys that I normally
Confidential magazine is right.
buy my
Bonuses on the
cars
slide.
from, they have
You
one,
read that stuff? I wouldn't say it to his
and
face
they're
if I was
really
you.
they're willing
That
to
is
cut me a
one
really good
hot-tempered
deal
son of a bitch.
because I'm a loyal customer. I've bought 4 cars from them. They're willing to cut me a really good deal. It's just that the one that they have isn't exactly the one that I want. You know what I mean? So that's why I haven't really pursued it. What's up, Dirty?
Right. Let's see if we can find out who's been over-seasoning the soup in this place.
LAPD. Who owns this factory, ma'am?
I got
Mr.
morphine after my
Cornell.
last surgery. Man, that was
Howard
good shit.
Cornell. I'll let him know you're here. Please, take a seat.
If you don't mind, we'll come with you.
If you must.
You just wanted a follower, didn't you? You sly dog. I must apologize for my partner's roving eye. He hates saying goodbye, but he loves watching them leave.
Give it a rest, Roy.
If you could show these men in to see Mr. Parnell, Doris. They're from the LAPD.
Follow me, gentlemen.
Well, we're waiting for you to move, Doris. Let's go, Doris.
What is going on?
LAPD, sit tight, fatso. You could be in very serious trouble.
There's no reason to be rude. Take a seat, gentlemen. I'm sure we can sort this all out.
Maybe you can explain why we found $5 bags of marijuana in sealed Parnell soup cans.
That's an outrageous allegation.
How do you explain it, Chubby? We found at least 30 cans, all sealed up tight with your label on them.
Can I get a list of your employees?
Of course. We have nothing to hide.
Sent a chill through my whole body right
Doris,
as it hit my
can you bring
veins,
me
and
in
then
the
all
current
warm and
employee
fuzzy.
listing?
Here it is, Mr. Parnell.
On the desk, please.
I don't like her. I don't trust her. She's in on it.
Any name on that list that rings a bell?
This is familiar. 1452 North Los Palmas. Jorge Garcia Cruz. The factory sealed cans we found suggest a very professional operation, Mr. Parnell. We're looking for an inside man.
I know nothing about this. I want this stopped as much as you do.
Tell me what I want to know, Parnell, or I will have half the LAPD down here tearing this place apart. You're hiding something.
Am I right in thinking you would not want to pursue misdemeanors outside your drug case?
Depending on what you call a misdemeanor, we might be prepared to turn a blind eye.
The truth is, I employ a lot of illegals. No one wants to do menial work anymore. Most of my factory staff are wetbacks. The local blacks
Fucking
in
racist
Chicanos
as
all
shit.
want jobs in aircraft factories.
Presumably because the pay is a lot better.
Oh, it is. It is. You are right. You are right. You are right. It is stuck on that ledger. Let me... Could you at least hear it? Could you hear it? What they were saying? The racist words that came out of this dude's mouth? They're on a roll right now. Yeah, this whole fucking game.
How are your sales, Mr. Parnell?
Just fine and dandy, son. We're entering a new era of prosperity. I hope you're both big soup eaters.
Mr. Parnell, do you know what kind of trouble you're in? Come clean with us.
Okay, so things are a little
Motherfucker.
flat. We're deciding whether to lower production. It's taken a while to adjust to not having any military contracts. You know, we sold Uncle Sam 5 million cans of minestrone.
Ever heard of Juan Garcia Cruz?
Not that I know of.
He has a brother employed here. You know him?
We employ large numbers of Mexicans. I'm not familiar with them all.
That's funny, Parnell. He has the same address as his brother Juan, who we shot dead less than an hour ago. You better give me something.
Look, I'm not involved in this. I'm getting enough grief from Washington. There's an investigation going on into profiteering. Like a guy shouldn't be able to turn a buck while the war is on.
I'm sure thousands of dead Marines sleep soundly knowing that you did okay. Tell us about Jorge Garcia Cruz.
Jorge? I had no idea of his last name. His team does daily maintenance on the conveyor belts and cookers.
So he's here now?
No, maintenance is at night. Night shift finishes around midnight. He would usually come in around 9 p.m. and have everything ready for the morning shift at 6.
We'd like to take a look around the factory floor, Mr. Parnell.
I hope we won't have to shut down the line.
No, nothing like that.
Thank you. I'm grateful for that. I'll show you around myself.
You need to play Wolverine and
seeing how
Deadpool
things are
skins.
made. It's gonna be like that time I went to the slaughterhouse and couldn't eat steak for a week.
But it's Fortnite. And I hate Fortnite. It's such a butt cheeks game. Yo, I did not notice until this angle this guy's receding hairline. Look at this shit. Look, he's got look. Let me get back up. He's got like a hair dick on his head. It looks like the Rebel Alliance.
This is where the produce comes in. We peel and sort all of the vegetables and add them to the line in regular quantities.
Fascinating.
Why don't you keep quiet? I've learned
I have platinums on all of those.
Good God. This really is turning into some nightmare school trip flashback.
Yeah, and I really like the old school one, like Ultimate Alliance 1. Ultimate Alliance 2 was cool, but I feel like it just didn't have the depth that 1 had. 1 was a lot like X-Men Legends games, which were really nice. And then Ultimate Alliance 3 was actually, again, not a lot of depth, but it took it up a notch. Like, it was just really... 3 was pretty cool. 3 was fun. 1 was a classic. Yeah. It was just cool to see 3 with like new characters.
Boils and purees the vegetables. The other hopper is for the pasta. This way, please.
You're loving this, aren't you, Phelps?
The soup is ladled automatically into cans. Next stage is labeling.
I'd like to see the packing and dispatch area, if you don't mind.
Sure. It's over here. Follow me.
Any thoughts on the new Captain America trailer? I think it looks good. I mean, it's kind of hard to figure out what's going on, but like, as long as they continue to make Captain America movies like like Captain America Winter Soldier is just, and I feel like from the trailer from this, they're trying to touch on those espionage notes that we got from Winter Soldier, but also like Sam trying to find, for lack of a better term, his wings as Cap. You know what I mean? Like his place. I think it looks good. And you got Harrison Ford, Red Hulk. So that'll be nice. The value of that comic book will go straight up if it hasn't already gone straight up. In the trailer, he's flying with someone else with wings. I didn't see a second person. Did you hear that WWE is going to be on Netflix this year? I did not hear that. I heard they try to get around the whole Sabra controversy by making her an ex-Black Widow instead of an IDF soldier. It's a small clip, slow it down. All I saw was when he was flying, he flew through an airplane, like cut the airplane in half with his wing. Poeberry, you're being super needy tonight, buddy. Are you okay? Do you need loves? John Cena's going to be retiring from WWE as well. I thought he retired a long time ago. He just does like guest stuff now. See, unlike MJ, he won't sit there and scream at me. He was a part-timer.
This is one of our dispatchers. Sergio, right?
Yes, sir.
These men are from the LAPD. Sergio here records our outgoing deliveries. They all go in the book, just there on the desk.
We're looking for repeat business in large amounts, Cole.
What's going on, Parnell? There's enough soup going to this place every day to feed a company of Marines.
What are you talking about?
Can I have a look at that coin?
Sure, why not?
Silver dollar, right?
Yeah, that's right.
The markings on it say it's been taken out of circulation.
Maybe. I'm not trying to buy anything with it. I like it. It brings me luck.
Do you have access to the canning area?
I do. But I keep to my station. Loading and unloading. Don't care much for soup.
Sergio, if you don't give me something, I'm gonna go to Immigration Services and have you deported.
I get a shipment once every 2 weeks. Ernesto does the driving.
You motherfucker.
I don't know his full name.
Threatening violence already. Last time I checked, I'm a mortal,
He's delivered here
sarcastic, taco-loving, chimichanga
gets
eating
canned up.
mercenary. But hey, good luck.
Here it gets sent all over the country.
She's been donating to animal shelters. That's because she's raking in fucking money right now. If I had extra money to just donate to shit, I would donate to fucking animal shelters.
Nada. I get the orders from upstairs. I send the goods where I'm told.
And you don't know Juan Garcia Cruz?
No, not me.
You're a liar, Sergio. You're in it, and I'm gonna break you for it.
You're loco, Blanca. I got nothing to do with Juan Garcia.
We found a matching silver dollar on Juan Garcia. What are the odds of that, Sergio?
Juan and Jorge are brothers. They're cousins. They work for some evil gabacho. The guy is an aberration. He gives out the silver dollars. Jorge gets me a list of deliveries every morning. 20th Century is always on.
You keep your mouth shut for today and I don't take you in. Do we have a deal?
Do I have a choice?
Is that a serious question? That's it for now, Sergio. If we need to speak to you again, we'll put in a call to Mr. Parnell.
If you have to, I guess.
We will be in touch, Mr. Parnell. It is imperative that things appear as normal here. Keep an eye on Sergio in case he gets tempted to blow the whistle.
Thanks. I'll do that. You're going to overlook my little immigration problem, aren't you?
Cheer up, Fatso. We're gonna let you go on squeezing these poor saps a little while longer. Well, until some commie union types infiltrate this place. I am glad to be out of that place. I never knew fresh vegetables could smell so bad.
I am your worst nightmare, Wolverine. Oh no, workers' rights, so scary. No, it's pure communism. All right, we don't support.
You know the way. You can drive.
Workers'
All right,
rights.
where to?
Not in the 1940s.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Shit like this is exactly why Jimmy Hoffa got so much power.
Seems like a nice boy. Putting all those hoodlums in jail.
All the way from Indianapolis.
We're just gonna get into all these cars real quick because we need credit for driving all the different fucking vehicles. The best part is that the keys are just miraculously in all of these cars.
I'm missing something here.
Either that or Cole's an absolute master at outwiring. Can I just straight up take this fucking person's car?
Can't we talk about this?
LAPD, police emergency.
I need the gun in the glove compartment to shoot you!
How many years have you been in Vice, Roy?
Take your car back.
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in that case of that poor lady killed near City Hall.
I mean, he's just going for a walk. He said, fuck it, I don't need the car.
It's so, you know.
Let's, can we hijack this? What about this?
LAPD, I need your car, now. You can drive.
him in musical films. And now, you hear him on KTI. Big Joe...
Character reminds me of Peyton Manning. Do you need them moving them? No, I just need to start them. It looks like it checks them as soon as the engine starts up. Either that or it's Cole's an absolute mastermind at hot wiring. Alright, we're back here, which means we have a chase sequence. Yo. Poe Bear. Whoa. Whoa. The X-Men, the squad with the more drama than a high school cafeteria, where even the costume screen Don't Hug Me, I'm Brooding. Classic. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to make another drink. Oh my god. Sure! Close the fucking door! Val, stop. No, no, no. Predator Gold, 100%. Platinum. Perfect Night. We got it. You. What's going on? Oh, it's full screen. It's full screen. Let's go. We got the trophy, boys. Woo, 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 woo. You'll regret this, Papa. Bam. There we go. Flat. Black, 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 black. Look at his like, when he sleeps. All right, food's here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my wings. My wings. My wings. I'm generally surprised, like, how much, like, racism this game got away with. Like, you would have think, like, Red Dead would probably be even more racist, but there's, like, I mean, maybe there is, and I just overlooked it, but I can't recall of, like, a single thing in, like, Red Dead 1 that had that, you know what I mean?
Sit tight.
I sent you some
Take a look.
good cooking ideas on Instagram.
Either these customers are serious soup lovers, or I think we found our middleman.
Car 11 King to KGPL.
Car 11 King, go ahead.
I'm requesting assistance in a B-Wagon at 20th Century Markets, 1558 North Highland.
It seems
Numerous
like it's worse than
narcotics
GTA
suspects.
2.
Code 2 only, no sirens.
11K, roger.
Okay. Cavalry should be here any minute.
LAPD, nobody move!
I'll take my chances.
Yeah, we even had a single hooker case yet, have we? What the fuck?
I ain't scared of you.
You better be, bitch. Let's go. What do you got? What do you got? Let's go. Huh, 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 huh. Let's go. Hoo, hoo. I ain't scared of you. Ah, look at this footwork. This fancy
I ain't
footwork.
scared of you.
Whatever you're carrying, hand it over. I'd say he's got about half a can left. I guess that makes me a pessimist.
Motherfucker. It's so funny.
You can't take me in.
Take you in? Be glad he didn't shoot you. I wouldn't have chased you. If it was up to me, you'd be talking out of a hole in the back of your head.
I want information.
Senor, I would like to help you, but I got a family in Mexico I have to provide for. My compadres are very unreasonable.
I'm telling you, merch.
Your compadres? Turn out your pockets. I need Ray to run down these silver dollars.
I need to make a deal. I need guarantees.
You have identification? Sanchez Erto, Mexican, Tijuana address.
We'll go ahead and take this money.
Here's the deal, Erto. You give me information, and I won't give you to immigration. Give me EJ, the driver bringing in the shipments, or I'll make you for it.
I run the shop. That's all I do.
Lying ass.
Tell me the goddamn truth. You are in this with the others.
I told you I know them. I told you my family's at risk. What makes me part of their gang?
You have a silver dollar, Erto, just like Juan. I'm sure Ernesto and the rest have them as well.
The silver dollars are his mark.
Whose? Give me a name.
None of us are allowed to see him. His creatures carry his orders to us. If I gave you his name, I would be buried alongside my wife and children.
If you don't give us something, you will rot in jail while your family starves on the street.
Ernesto Juarez, tonight at 1 a.m. He's bringing the truck into the soup factory. Please help me, sir. Ernesto can be very cruel.
I mean, maybe he's telling the truth. That he's just looking out.
Tell me about the soup cans.
The soup is very popular, as you can see.
It's real funny, wise guy. You want to try saying that again with no teeth?
I get a delivery at 7:30 every other day from the factory. Jorge organizes everything.
Rockstar needs a Cheech and Chong game. That would be fun. Have you seen the new Beverly Hills Cop movie?
We know about Jorge and Juan. Juan is dead. Tell us how you know the Cruz boys.
Ernesto put together this thing. He brought in Juan, Juan brought in Jorge.
Continue.
I was already here.
Not yet.
Ernesto
It's apparently
knows
the
I'm
number
illegal,
one movie
so he
on
tried to
Netflix right
report me
now.
If I didn't help. And the money is good. The gringos and the gringas, they love the reefer. And I didn't want to have to leave and start again in San Francisco.
You're breaking my heart.
And you might want to gargle my ball sack.
I'll speak to the DA and see if he'll agree to not seize your assets and deport you. That's the best I can do.
I'm sorry that these cost bits, Smallville. They didn't used to, but then I had a couple instances of a random coming in and just fucking spamming them. Like, just spamming them. And I was like, you know what? Keeps people from spamming it. Make it cost 5 fucking cents.
That's a lot of soup cans.
I think this is an interstate operation. Moving dope around the country to selected grasshoppers. Local weed.
Someone must know something about this drug
Let them unload the goods first.
Now?
Let's get them. All right, move. Move! Let's go!
Smallville, thank you for the biddies, man. Yeah, all of them are different. There's different tiers. There's different tiers.
Everyone into position. Okay.
LAPD, put your hands where we can see them. Reinforcements are on the way.
Oh shit, I got killed.
Everyone into position.
Got your back. LAPD, put your hands where we can see them.
Go, Phelps. Get in there.
Throw out the guns. I'm gonna put holes in you, asshole. Catch a bullet, you son of a bitch. Weapons on the ground, now. Throw that gun, you like. I'm stupid.
All clear? I think that's the last of them, Cole.
Woo! $1K bits badge, let's go.
Detectives, found something here you probably want to see.
$1 per dead man. Doesn't seem like much for a human life.
Damn!
Minimum another 50 pounds.
That is a lot of weed, son.
Must be $1,000 here. Yet another silver dollar.
There's another clue somewhere I've missed.
Tijuana address. We should see what the federales have on it.
Phelps, Earl, looks like quite a bloodbath. What was this all about?
Drugs and money. What else? Speaking of money, where did that roll go?
I picked it up for safekeeping. The department owes me 50.
Ray, I have another 2 coins for you.
Great. I've got something to show you. It's all set up on the table over here. There. Take a look at these coins you've been collecting.
There are letters cut into each coin, along with not legal tender.
Those are Morgan silver dollars from the 20s. They were removed from circulation and sent for disposal. A number of smelters around the country had the contract. Look at them together. Can you work out what it says?
The first coin, MAS. The second, ANG. The third, KAY. The fourth, MET. The fifth, ALS. Masanke Metals.
A metal foundry. Would you like the address?
Would I ever?
1034 Vine Street, Hollywood. We'll finish up here. It's already been a long night, Phelps. See if you can talk them into giving themselves up.
Puts them in your pocket. That's what my brother's a cop and I am not. Well, my partner put that $1,000 roll in his pocket.
Can you drive to this one?
Where are we going?
I hope that big wad of cash doesn't weigh you
Yeah.
down.
Get your priorities straight, Phelps. We're close to bringing in one of the biggest dope cases of the year, and you're worrying about unsubstantial evidence?
Yeah, he was like, I hope that stack of cash doesn't weigh you down. And earlier he was like, where'd that stack of cash go? He's like, I'm holding on to it for safekeeping. The department owes me 50 bucks.
We need another way in. How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
She returned it to the owner. I don't know if I had kept it. I'm not gonna lie. There was one time when I was roughing it, and I found, and well, I didn't really find. I kind of robbed someone, Yeah, I kind of robbed someone. I was doing wedding videos. Yeah, I kind of robbed someone. I was doing wedding videos, and I had just got done a long day shooting a wedding video, and the reception wasn't really in a great part of town. This was like 7 years ago, all right? So I was in much better shape, obviously, than what I am now. The reception wasn't in a great part of town. As I'm getting to my car and I'm kind of dropping off all my camera equipment and I'm like throwing it all in my trunk, somebody comes up and tries to rob me with a knife. And so I instinctively, yeah, I know I'm on stream. I instinctively fought back. I beat the shit out of this guy. Like, I beat the shit out of him. And while he was unconscious on the sidewalk, I went through his pockets and took $300. And I used it to pay my rent. Yep. Yo, Pelzio, thank you for the raid, sir. Oh my god, you're a villain. What's up, Pelzio? How are you doing, man? Thank you for the raid. I appreciate you.
How the fuck are you?
I'm Batman. Yeah, that's a true story. That really happened. That really happened. And it was when I was living with my buddy when I first moved back from LA and I was struggling to make money in the first place. And I came back home and I told him immediately what happened. I was like, yo, you're not gonna believe what happened to me. And he was like, bullshit. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. And I said, bullshit. Boom. Here's the rest of the money I owe you for the fucking rent. And I slapped the stack of cash down on the fucking table. And he was like, oh my fucking god. And I was like, I'm telling you, it fucking happened. Yep. So I kind of robbed someone once. But to be fair, he tried to rob me first. Just saying. Doing good. I hope we're pressing X, no doubt. Yes, obviously. We're trying to find a way in. Oh, so I've been kind of lurking while you've been playing it, Pels. I feel like I recognize the name Shin Megami Tensei. I recognize the name, but I've been lurking while you're playing it, and I do not know what the fuck this game is. I thought that I knew it, but it doesn't look familiar. It's because it's the part of the Persona franchise. Okay, then maybe that's why it sounds familiar. Welcome to Confessions After Dark. And I thought it was because Hollywood needed more explosions and less plot. The typical. You live a secret life. That was like I'm saying to you. This was like 7-8 years ago. It was a while. It was a while ago. But then I'm like beg to differ. Like, why? If you got $250 cash in your hand, why are you out trying to rob people?
Cover the back door, Roy.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
Hey, who the fuck is that? Your room, mister. Come get me.
You're covered, Phelps.
Make Aunt Sally change you and you be good. No, I mean I do the same thing. The difference is I think nowadays I'm too out of shape that I don't know if I'd win that fight.
Okay. I'll tell you when I see what's waiting for us at the top.
How long do you think you can hold out?
It's Sally, if you're wondering, I believe... No, I wasn't working for Nikki back then. I was working for the other company back then.
You're surrounded, and your buddies are dead.
I mean, if you want a perspective like how bad the neighborhood was at the time, I was getting paid before taxes $500 per wedding video. So that means I was shooting all day and doing the editing, and I was only making $500. So after taxes, I was getting maybe $400. $400. And that's because I needed money. So I was taking whatever job I could get. And so I was getting some really shitty gigs. I was getting some really bad gigs in some really bad neighborhoods. Because it only cost $500. And that's when I was like, you know, after all that, like for a while, I was like, I gotta charge like minimum $1,200. Minimum.
Stay down. Real clever asshole.
Throw out the guns.
I'm gonna find you. You're there, right there. How about some more, asshole?
Really hurts.
LAPD, hands up!
Victor Sanders. You know this guy?
I should have known.
Of course I know Roy. Roy and I have had an arrangement for
Get
many
up.
years.
You're under arrest.
Am I?
We have a mountain of prima facie evidence, as well as the testimony.
You'd be surprised how things have a habit of sorting themselves out. Evidence disappearing. Witnesses that can't be found. Policemen that forget. The impossible becomes probable when you have a client list like mine.
Shut your mouth. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. Trucking vice can be a thankless task, Phelps. But on behalf of the brass and the moms and dads and the concerned citizens, I'd like to commend you and your partner for smashing this dope ring. Reefer is almost as big a threat to the children of this city as communism.
Reefer and communism.
Leave Sanders to me, Phelps. The chief will be looking after that one personally.
He will be brought to trial.
Phelps, we are celebrating your success. Don't push your luck. Sanders is no longer your problem.
I'm surprised after all that you didn't dress up in a black mask and a cape, jumping off the, or didn't beating up, knocking out, robbing people. No, fuck, dude, it was terrifying. I didn't have like a fucking adrenaline rush. I had an adrenaline rush only because like I had been in a close quarters situation like that in Iraq. I had, and so I instinctively reacted how I would have in Iraq. I was fucking terrified because I wasn't expecting to ever be in a situation like that again in my civilian life. And then after it happened, I was like, you know what? I'm going to search this dude's pockets. And I thought about like finding like an ID, calling 911, but then I found the money. And I needed to pay my rent. You gotta pay the rent, man. You know what I'm saying? And then that changed everything. And I was like, well, I can't call the cops now. Because I just took the money. If I'm going to take the money, I can't call the cops. So that never happened. It never happened. And this is the first I've ever spoken of it outside of my buddy who I was living with at the time. And he gave him the cash to pay the rent. All right, hold on. I got to pee. The little putty, the putty goes. Hey, the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy.
That was amazing. That was
Oh, it's getting tighter. It's like my head's getting fatter or something. This is actually not bad. Like, this is like one of the best masks to wear because I can still actually see. And we have different eyes. We do have different eyes. Okay, and now that I'm thinking about it, it wasn't 7 years ago. It was probably more like, I want to say like 9 or 10 years ago. It was a while ago. See, I've been at my company for 6 years. And so it was probably like 10 years ago. Yeah, it was probably like 10 years ago. Hi, Shay Shay, how are you?
And I'm dead. Okay, I didn't think she'd do that.
And I'm dead. It was 25 years ago. No, I'm trying to think. Like, I've been at my company for six and a half years. I was doing weddings for about 5 years before that. I was working with one of my friends doing weddings 3 years, and this happened back when I was working for the other company, so it was probably right in there around 10 years, nine close to 10 years ago. So it was actually a while ago. So it was a while back. Shay, I had just revealed that I had robbed somebody one time. And I am this is the first time of me speaking about it publicly. Did you join the T-Birds? No, I didn't join the fucking T-Birds. I don't even know what the fucking T-Birds are. OMG. Okay. I'll retell it. I'll retell it so Shay, you get the gist. You get the gist, right? What's up, Idaho Clamor? How are you, man? So about 10 years ago, I had just moved back to St. Louis, and I was doing wedding videos, wedding videography to make some money, right? It wasn't a lot of money, but it was what I could do with what I had. I have a degree in cinematography. I don't know how you're gonna make money in St. Louis with a degree in cinematography, but I needed money. So I'm taking wedding videography jobs for around $500, which is not a lot. And you get some pretty shit jobs, and you go into some pretty shit areas for that stuff, right? So I had just done a wedding. It was maybe 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm walking back to my car from the reception hall or reception, wherever it was at, which was in a very bad neighborhood. I'm putting my stuff in the car. I'm getting ready to go the fuck home. I'm tired. While I am putting my stuff in the car, somebody tries to rob me with a knife. Not a gun, with a knife. Okay? So here's where we're at. So I haven't been out of the service. You want to get nuts? Come on! Blam! Let's get nuts. That's exactly what happened. So I instinctively, because I haven't been out of the service for that long, fought back. And I have been in situations like that while I was in Iraq. So I instinctively did what they taught me to do. I took the guy down. I beat the shit out of him. And while he was unconscious, I went through his pockets. I was originally looking through his pockets to look for an ID, something, anything. I was going to call the cops. But while I went through his pockets, I found $250 cash. And guess what? I needed to pay rent. So I didn't call the cops. I took the money, told my roommate, and paid the rent. My roommate did not believe me. Because I went straight home and I told him, well, he wasn't my roommate. He owned the house. I was renting a room. So he wasn't really a roommate. I told him exactly what happened. He did not believe me, and I said, bull fucking shit, and I slapped the cash down on the table like this. Ka-pa! I paid my rent. So that's the story. It has only happened once, and it has never happened again. It was this one time 10 or so years ago. And when I say 10 or so years ago, I want to be super clear in case people can't believe this. I was not a fat fuck back then. I was fucking shredded ripped. I was 195 pounds of pure muscle and 4% body fat. I'm just going to put that out there. I was fucking shredded. I still drank the same way, but it hadn't caught up to me yet. You're too funny. You're like a Robin Hood that steals from the bat. Oh, God. Man, I could tell you stories, bro. I remember one time in Los Angeles. When I first moved to Los Angeles, I again was not living in the best neighborhood, but it was okay. I was living in Panorama City. Not the best neighborhood, but it's not a bad neighborhood. It's a very Hispanic neighborhood, and it's a very, if you don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with you type thing. And you kind of understand that, right? And it's cool. I remember one time I had got home from school, and I'm like making dinner, and I'm going to talk about Spartacus, because Spartacus was a part of this. My dog, my German Shepherd, kept fucking with me to get back to my bedroom. And I was like, what the fuck does this guy want? And I'm cooking dinner, so I'm making like a sauce or something, and all I remember is that, I don't remember what I was making. All I remember is that I had a big fucking like metal sauce spoon, like this fucking big, like a big fucking metal sauce spoon, and I'm making some kind of sauce. That's all I remember. Spartacus leads me back to the bedroom, and there's some fat fucking Hispanic dude trying to crawl through my bedroom window. Like, he's like trying to like crawl through my fucking window, and because he's fat, he's kind of stuck, right? Like, he's a big dude, he's kind of stuck, and his head is in the window. Like, he's like halfway in, but he's like trying to suck his belly in. You know what I mean? And his head is down. Spartacus is barking at this fucking dude. And all I do is this. I just see this guy, I don't know who the fuck he is, trying to crawl through my window. I take this big fucking sauce spoon, right? But it's got like a foot long handle, and I whop this motherfucker across the top of his head. Like, as hard as I can. Whop this motherfucker across the top of his head. And again, this is also a time I'm like 24, 25. I'm in great shape. I'm in great shape at this point. He fucking falls backwards, bangs his head out of the window, falls backwards on his ass, and then like rolls over and tries to get up and start running down the street. Spartacus jumps through the open window, starts chasing this dude down the street, biting him in his ass. I fucking dive through the window right after Spartacus, and I'm chasing after him. I can't keep up with either one of them. The dog and the fat man are fast as fuck. We chased this dude like 2 or 3 blocks. I didn't catch him again, but Spartacus was nipping him in his ass for at least 3 blocks before he turned around and came home. I had never seen that guy before, and I never saw him again. And I was renting a room. I told my landlord about it, and he was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Dude, I don't know, like, but this happened." Oh, yeah, Spartacus was my ride or die. Back when he was younger, man, me and him fucked shit up. How's that go again? A whop! Yeah. miss my pup. It's okay. All right, let's back to doing cases. All right, we have one more story case, and then we have another DLC case. It looks like there is a trophy during this story case, though. You need to write a book about what? The random fucking shit that I got into when I was younger? Dude, when I was in like my early 30s, and by early 30s I mean like 31, because after that I had kind of calmed it down to my 20s, because I did a lot of shit while I was in the service, and then when I was out of the service I did a lot of shit because I just didn't give a fuck. And then I became a responsible adult and started to actually care about my finances and shit like that. You see move jumping. Oh, the Charles Bernard, what's his name? The Iceman Superman punch.
Your platoon is what remains of recon. I'm folding you into the 22nd. You'll be going up that damned hill tonight.
We're intelligence gathering, sir.
I don't need intelligence, son. I need men who can hold rifles and kill Japs. Tonight, you're a rifle company. We've got cooks, mechanics, and stretcher bearers all going into
and
the
play
line.
video games. Yep, I
We
always
aim to
play
break
video
them
games.
Tonight, Lieutenant.
Back then in LA, I was playing Mass Effect 3. Once you open up, it's once I've had enough drinks.
See you,
Smallville.
Hank.
Don't
You
don't
too,
thank me.
Cole.
Thank the alcohol.
How's your war? Not quite what I expected.
As long as I live, I will never get over that sound.
Hey, who's that medic? He'll be killed going out there.
It's Sheldon, the guy from the Alcala Bridge.
That guy's got no fear.
That's where you learn to fight. Mass Effect. No, you learn to fight from the army.
Didn't make it.
I didn't go out there to save him.
What are you saying, man?
I went out there to put him out of his misery, to ease his pain. Do you have a problem with that?
Murder, Corman.
That's war, Lieutenant. Smell the stench. Feel the horse's breath on your neck.
You need help, man.
Call for me tonight, Lieutenant. When you're up on that hill. I've been up there 3 times already. The circles of hell have nothing on Sugarloaf Hill.
Get this man.
That's the same guy from the fucking newspapers, man. That's the same guy from the fucking newspapers. Like, there was one time, like, I super embarrassed myself in front of my captain. So... Hold on, I'm reading the trophy guide real quick.
You like the fight game, Phelps? I did a little boxing in the Marines. I found it a pretty humbling experience.
I just spent money on big booty strippers to do coke while listening to Charlie XCX Brad.
Mix your
Fuck
sandwich,
off,
buddy.
Troy.
Corned beef and egg salad, 12 cents. Bologna, ham and cheese, 10.
What's up, Troy? How are you, man?
It's strictly a mug's game. You'll like this fight, though. A plucky limey's about to take a beating from an up-and-coming Negro. You sound pretty sure about the result. I ought to be. I got $50 on the black kid.
Oh, I know. I mean, I know
Let's
like
get
half
ringside
the
seat.
entertainment of the stream is y'all just trolling me. Why do you think I have some?
How's the job at USAA?
Little. The timing of that. The timing of that was beautiful. I feel like you and Pig were on cahoots about that. Also, Sprite Cranberry.
It looks like your man lost that fight.
That son of a bitch Hammond made a run for his dressing
I heard
room.
that jingle so much on Monday while on the phone with it. It is catchy. It is catchy. You gotta give it to him.
Step back. LAPD.
It's fucking catchy. Like, alright. So then I was just talking about like how like one time I got embarrassed myself from my captain, right? So like on my second tour, there was a portion of my duty that I was doing a gate guard. So like there is a gate. This gate is about 200-300 yards long, right? And everybody that exits and leaves the base goes through this gate. This isn't the only gate. There's maybe three or four gates, but it is one of the only 3 or 4 entry/exit points from the gate. Along this gate, at the very front of the gate, is a fucking Abraham M1 tank that nobody knew, but nobody was in it. It was there just for show, but they did train us to use it and let us drive it in case we needed it. But nobody was actively ever in it. It was just there for show. And then, so you got the tank back here, and then you have fucking towers, right? Like fucking towers. There's 3 towers. You have the back tower, you have the mid tower, and you have the front tower, right? Just in case you needed a tank. We never fucking needed it, but just in case, you never fucking know, right? And so all of these towers have gates, right? And there's concertina wire and barbed wire and all this other shit. Concertina wire, if you don't know what that is, it's the same thing as barbed wire, but instead of barbs, it is razor blades. So if you get caught in that shit, you're fucked. It sucks. Right? It's called concertina wire. So each one of these towers had a gate, and they interweave like this, right around. So nobody could really rush through the point. If they tried to rush through the point, they'd have to go through the checkpoints. So these checkpoints had a gate, and the gate was simply just a big metal concertina wire. Is no fucking joke. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, High Note Climber. They have these big fucking, I want to say they're like this big around fucking metal poles. They're hollowed out, but they were like metal poles. And on the end was a big, like, square concrete block. And then on the other end was a rope. And so the idea is that you just give this gate a little push, and the concrete block would take over and lift the gate all the way up. Right? And then let people drive through. And then you'd use the rope to pull it back down, and it somehow, I don't know physics, but it somehow balanced itself to where it just stayed there, right? So, one day, unbeknownst to me, our commander decides he's going to come out to the gate, and he's going to sit in the HQ and watch, because there's cameras everywhere. There's fucking cameras everywhere. They can see everything that's happening at every point, everywhere, right? So, we have a convoy come through. They check out. Welcome to Crucifix After Dark Confessions. I fucking open up the gate. The convoy comes through. Blah, 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 blah. So, me deciding that I'm going to have a little fucking fun because it's been a boring fucking week. I'm going to hold on to this rope while it swings up, and I'm going to use it to swing. I'm going to use it to swing to the other side. So in my head, I'm thinking I'll probably swing like 3 or 4 feet to the other side, and I'll just drop off, like it's a swing set, right? That's not what happened. Because I have all my gear on, all my body armor on, my helmet, everything. I got about 50 pounds of gear on. Just in plates and fucking body armor and shoulder gear and fucking leg gear and all this other bullshit that they had me. And I tried to pull this thing up and I swing. So what it does is that this thing actually, I didn't know it at the time, but it swings up so fast. The amount of weight that I was applying was absolutely nothing. So I did not swing. The gate went up and it flung upwards, and the rope did not become taut. It just flung me upwards, and so I'm like this. I'm like in the air, and then I'm holding on to the rope, and the rope goes taut. I lose my grip, and I go straight down, and I land straight on my fucking ass, straight on my back, knocks the fucking wind out of me, and I'm just laying there for like fucking 5, 10, 15 seconds. I don't know how long it was, but it felt like an eternity. And I'm just like, ooh, because I got the wind knocked out of me and everything, like fucking straight on my ass. I did not land on my feet. And the next thing I hear over the radio is my commander. Fichtmeyer, you alright? And while I hear him on the radio asking if I'm okay, I can hear the rest of the headquarters team laughing their fucking asses off behind him. I can hear them fucking laughing through the radio, and I'm like, yep, I'm good. And that was the last week that I spent on that post. I got moved after that. There must be a video of this somewhere. I mean, maybe. I definitely got moved post after that. My commander was like, while everybody else thought it was funny, my commander was like, yeah, we should probably have you doing some other stuff because that was incredibly fucking stupid. So, yeah. I wonder why. Good times, man. Good times. All right, we're back to playing fucking games.
What's going on? That son of a bitch Hammond is jammed the door.
Any fucking
Who are you?
games.
Carlo Arcaro. I'm his manager. I'm his trainer. Interesting attitude to have towards a victorious athlete. Victorious?
I thought you were gonna get tangled in the wire hanging up.
Goddamn arrangement! That limey bastard was paid to take a nap. He reneged. And you were out of pocket? Damn right. Me and a couple hundred other people. Stand aside. He squeezed out the window. I'll put an APB out on him.
Why would we do that? He won the fight fair and square.
To prevent him from getting clipped. He was paid to flop. There was big money riding on this
So are we
fight.
here because you lost money or because we're investigating a prize fighting racket?
Very funny. Look around and see what you can find.
Ooh.
Which is Hammond's locker?
Over by the pinboard, second from the end.
The only clue here is called the Bookmaker's Odds. It can be found in Hammond's locker.
There's a phone number we can run by R&I. Plus a bunch of names and odds. You're not the only one who likes a flutter, Roy.
The development was wild for this game. Dude, we were just talking about how, like, incredibly fucking racist this game is. Like, it is incredibly racist.
You look troubled.
jam, Doctor.
Can I help, Courtney? Is it money?
No, Doctor. That's okay. Do I have your professional confidence?
Whatever you say, we'll never leave this
It was
room.
the times, but still, yeah. I mean, like, dude, like, even Red Dead Redemption wasn't this
I
racist.
talked some of the guys in my old unit into doing something, and it's gone wrong. I guess I did it for the wrong reasons, for short-term gain. We came home from China on the Cool Bridge.
The morphine robbery.
That was us. I thought I could get the guys a fair share. Some sort of benefit for the sacrifices that they made in the war. Those guys deserve it, Doctor.
Oh, I'm sure they do, Courtney. But the deserving aren't always rewarded.
Tell me about it, Doc. We shifted our stuff onto this mob-connected guy, and it's been turning up all over town. It wasn't meant to be like this.
The presumption was rather naive, Courtney.
I know that now, Doctor. But people are dying.
Might I venture a few questions?
Sure.
Do your underworld contacts have all the morphine?
No, they don't. We doled it out, hoping we could control it.
On the next
Are they
episode
pressing
of
you
Crucifix
for
After
further
Dark Confessions,
allocation?
Crucifix tells us
That's
his
the polite
first
way
date
of
he
putting
went
it,
on.
Doctor.
I may be able to help you,
I don't
Courtney.
even fucking remember
Doc.
my first date.
It helps just to talk about it.
That's a story in itself. I don't even
mean,
remember. It was so
I have a
uneventful.
solution
Just
that will
kidding.
help you financially and salve your conscience.
I'm all ears, Doctor.
I will transact to take all the narcotic off your hands.
If you ever have a chance to
Rest
check
assured
out
that it
the
will all be
what
medically
happened in
administered.
episode of this game, it's
I will
fucking
use
wild.
the funds that I no longer require for the purchase of medication and invest them in housing developments.
Housing?
The developments in question are housing projects for former servicemen. Your return will come from the sale of the properties, and your investment will benefit those that you care for most. Does this arrangement meet with your approval?
You're a magician, Doctor.
I mean, I feel like these guys are going to be like the end of the story. I don't remember half the dates I went on. Exactly, Troy. I don't remember half of them. I only remember the ones that went spectacularly bad. That's it. I don't remember the good ones, the decent ones. I remember all the ones with Sally, but that's because I'm still with Sally. But I remember my first date with Sally. It was also a disaster, but it recovered. Same, but that's because that one was bad as well. You're right. You just trying to remember? Like I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'll be right. I'm gonna make a. Wait, you and Sally together? I couldn't tell. Fuck off, Troy. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make another drink, and we're gonna do this case. Open the door! Get out of the fucking door! Oh, come on, man! I don't have any fucking amp. Get the fuck. How are you just dodging everything? Fuck! What? Superheroes wear shorts over pants. No, I don't. No, I don't. It just looks weird. And I was like, look, cool, comic book Drax. I like this. Oh, shorts over pants. Again. Why did they think that this was a cool idea?
So from our family to yours, keep your pants dry and dreams wet.
Yeah, remember, Jackson. Oh. Boom shakalaka, fuck you. Get that? Let me go ahead and take that. No, let me give me that gas. Oh my god. Sure! Close the fucking door! Can't wait for the spin-offs. Just waiting for the perfect one to drop some truth bombs and jokes. Gotta keep an eye on your news, right? I'm so exhausted. Finally getting to drink. Need anything? Oh, I'm good, Sally. Thank you very much. Poe needs love, obviously. Look at him. Aren't you a sweetie? I gotta earn sit on my face points, you know what I'm saying? No.
This is what you wanted. Of course, had to put it in place. This is what.
All right. I remember most of my dates were at downtown Austin because that was just easy for the both of us. Drink or see shit. I just remember dates being, especially when you're dating and like actively dating, just being very expensive. Like if you sat down like at the end of the month and like looked at your books, like what have you spent all your money on this month? It would be like in proportionate to fucking useless women. For lack of a better term. It's just like, God, what was I thinking? You know? That's why I believe in split bills. Kudos on fucking you.
You better find that cocksucker and you bring him to me.
I feel bad too, Mickey. He guaranteed me he would take the flop.
I guarantee that you will be fish food if you don't bring me... Roy, you out of pocket too?
Mickey, seems that way.
Don't worry about it. My boys are out looking for him.
Well, you'd better call them off. This is a police matter now. If anything happens to Hammond, I'll testify that you made threats against him.
Who's the Greyhound? He's a frisky one, isn't he?
Cole Phelps? Mickey Cohen.
I know who he is, Roy. I, met his brother-in-law.
I think you had the mixture pretty scared back there.
Met his brother-in-law. I think we
Operator,
killed his
message for
brother-in-law.
KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Detective.
I need an address for the following phone number. AL345.
The address for the phone number is the Hotel El Mar, 6294 Leland Way, Hollywood.
Thanks. You know the place?
Earn your
Flophouse.
trust. You gotta make us
Quarter
work
a
for that
night, no
approval.
questions asked.
Don't worry, we'll jump through hoops. Fucking new dude. That's it. You gotta earn my trust. Yeah, I mean, hey, especially nowadays, like when like I don't know. I don't want to get to dicey, if you know what I'm saying. But I have opinions, but I'll keep them to myself. Can I not drive this fucking car?
When wet, the alkali lake is devoid of fish and forms an admirable disposal spot.
You seem to have a pretty cozy relationship with Cohen and Stompanato.
You tell me? No.
Do I note a hint of reprimand in your tone, Detective?
The thing is that I'd much rather tell the world that I kind of robbed someone other than telling them that my opinions on current politics. How fucked up is that? Tell me how that fucking makes sense.
I, as a member of the American
It
Century
doesn't. That's the answer. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Although I will say Joe Biden's a fucking embarrassment. And I cannot believe America. This is what we got. This is what we got to choose from. We couldn't do fucking better. You see what he said today? Yeah, I saw that he called the fucking president of Poland, or not Poland. Fuck, I can't think of the name right now. Why am I having a stupid... He called the president of Ukraine, President Putin, who he's fighting against. Thank you. He called President Zelensky, President Putin, in front of the entire NATO. And then what was the other thing? There was something, he introduced somebody else and he called him a real intellectual wigger. I feel like we're in an episode of the fucking Twilight Zone. Like, how is this where we're at? We have a presidential debate and they spend 30 minutes talking about who's got a better golf game? Bro, how are we here? How did we fucking get here?
You read about the Tarleton case in the paper? That's the detective who solved it.
Small, we're not gonna take sides here. We're not gonna take sides here. However, I do condone shitting on both candidates equally. Because it's a clusterfuck. Okay, I've hopped in all the cars. I can vote for these. Can I vote for these nuts? I mean, apparently you can write in. You can write in your own vote. And in North Carolina, D's nuts took 14% of the vote.
Extra, extra! Read all about it!
Here you go. Here you go.
Bush, Trump, Clinton.
Okay, you've heard of those names, but a lesser-known independent's name is taking the internet by storm, and that name would be dun 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 dun.
D's
nuts. Yep, you heard me right.
What makes it even better is that it's true. It's true.
Extra, extra! Read all about it!
Hey, this isn't New York.
9% of the vote, man.
LAPD.
These fucking nuts.
The whereabouts of an Albert Hammond.
No one here by that name.
You sure?
Sure, I'm sure. This isn't the sort of place where people use their real names. Take a look at the register if you don't believe me.
Well, you don't see that every day.
Okay, so look for prominent Tommies. That should narrow it down.
I saved the whole year for that car.
Winston Churchill. A very patriotic Englishman is staying in room 207.
The old bulldog. Even at a flop house, Adley can't get out from the shadow.
I think someone's had a few too many.
Door's unlocked. Looks like he's had a broad up here.
Instaheat. Adrian Black's product of choice. Seems like a lifetime ago. Candy has expensive taste. Albert has his work cut out for him.
Who's Candy?
Candy Edwards, the lady who filled out this coupon. Looks like Albert has been doing some homework. 11 grand would be a nice little nest egg.
All right, let's go after his girl. See if that gets us any closer.
Another window exit. Must have just missed him. He must be heading home. You know, I hope he makes it.
That crooked son of a bitch? No chance.
I think this is going to help us.
Bro, if you got flies like that, like...
I guess a fighter has plenty of time on his hands between bouts. Does Albert have somebody special? I didn't see anyone in his corner in the fight.
working at the comic shop tomorrow? No, I don't work at the comic shop. I do just hang out there and try to get cool comics, but I also sell them comics. I sell them some of mine periodically.
All right, let's go after his
I
girl.
don't fucking
See
work
if that
there.
gets us any closer.
Isn't that the cop that solved the big case about
You press for them, right? No, I press my own shit, and I slab my own shit, and then I sell it to them. No, but they did ask me if I'd be interested in cleaning and pressing some high value books for them, and I was like, I just don't know what's in it. I don't know what's in it for me. $25? You know, like wasting my fucking time. I'm supposed to go to a motel, but I don't see.
You can drive.
So, you boxed in the Marines?
We all did. Standard training.
I can't imagine you ever played dirty.
The only prize for taking a fall was 1,000 push-ups.
Reserved for our soldiers. New homes.
Okay, this is the right place. You can knock them out and take their comics.
We need to know which room is Candy's.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
LAPD, ma'am. We're looking for Candy Edwards.
Apartment 7. You take the outside stairs by the parking lot and turn left at the top. You friends of the Italian guy?
Italian guy?
Yeah. Sleazy type? Gave his name as Carlo. I didn't like the look of him, but Candy has some funny friends.
Thanks.
This Candy broad must be as sweet as she sounds. All these gentlemen callers.
I definitely haven't driven this one before.
KTI Radio reminds you to immunize your child today, only with your help and eternal vigilance. Entertainment. Enjoy your... All the way...
Can you tell someone to get out of the car and use it? Yeah, you can. Which I may have to do for this car trophy because I have to have driven every car.
Give it up, bitch. Sounds like we're missing all the fun. Get in there, Phelps.
Now tell me...
Like hitting women, do you?
This isn't gonna end well for you, friend.
That should be a trophy.
Out cold, but breathing. Give her a minute and take a look around.
Yeah, keep a lid on. That was a trophy. I thought that was going to be one.
Single ticket. One way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Scania sails from New York. Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers? Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
Lying ass.
You're lying, Candy. You were in his hotel room. He came back after the fight and you weren't there. What happened?
You can't prove that I was in the room.
How do you think we found you, Candy? You wrote your name and address on a coupon.
Look, Albert was supposed to take a fall. We were all supposed to make a little money out of it. But Albert got too goddamn stubborn. Said his pride was all he had left. So I told him, shove it. Let's see his pride keep him warm at night.
So you walked out before the fight?
Yes, I did. What's the problem? I didn't take anything.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
They're bookmakers, aren't they? Tell me the truth.
How the hell would I know?
Albert wrote his winnings down on a notepad in the hotel room. We found the odds in his locker. Who has the betting slips?
That son of a bitch, Albert. Everyone thought he was dumb, including me. But he beat them all.
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Albert is going home by boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going to collect nothing. He'll be lucky if he can get out of town in one piece.
How will you fare any better? They already believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances. I got a few errands to run, and then I say adios to this dump.
Do you want to press charges against Arcaro?
Just get him out of here. That's all I want.
Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker. You ever pull that thing on
I love
me,
how
I'll
everyone
shoot
is
you like
smoking
a
in this
dog.
game.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this.
Good luck, Miss Edwards. I hope things work out for you.
Thank you. It's very kind of you to say so.
Bad people are looking to hurt Candy, and yet she's not heading straight for the train station? I smell a payoff. I say stake her out. See where she goes.
Okay, now we have a trophy. This will be a tailing sequence. There's a trophy called the Moose, which you get by tailing Candy by never going into incognito or hiding behind cover. This trophy is known to be inconsistent, as while the description does say that you can go incognito only at the beginning when Cole automatically sits down to read the newspaper. Some have mentioned the trophy doesn't count anyway, even if they do not go incognito or cover after this. The surefire way to manage it is once the cutscene finishes, right as Cole is about to sit down on the bench, hold R2 to run left into the reception desk room and wait for Candy to walk by and then proceed to do the tailing sequence by staying behind as best you can without going into cover or going into incognito prompt. Okay.
Tail this broad. Don't let her get away, but don't get spotted. I'll bring
Yeah,
up the
this
car
game was
behind you.
PS3, man. Get the fuck up. Remember, this game had a high budget and great acting. I mean, you could tell. I think it looks good. Hold R2 and run left into the reception desk. Like, it did not let me do that. I was stuck there. Dirty Ms. Crucifix's story. Yeah, I'd have to hear his stories in here because he never talks to me outside of stream. Shut up. Yes, I do.
Out cold, but breathing. Give her a minute. Take a look around.
Single ticket, one way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Scania sails from New York. Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
A real man uses a fist or a gun. They don't use a knife.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being bookmakers? Take a seat, Miss Edwards.
I'll try
We
this
have some
again, but if
questions for
it
you to
doesn't
answer.
let me, if it doesn't let me run, I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll figure it out later.
I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some
You
questions
call that
now,
a
Miss
knife?
Edwards?
This is a knife.
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
You're lying, Candy. You were in his hotel room. He came back after the fight and you weren't there. What happened?
You can't prove that I was in the room.
How do you think we found you, Candy? You wrote your name and address on a coupon.
Look, Albert was supposed to take a fall. We were all supposed to make a little money out of it. But Albert got too goddamn stubborn. Said his pride was all he had left. So I told him, shove it. Let's see his pride keep him warm at night.
So you walked out before the fight.
Yes, I did. What's the problem? I didn't take anything.
I still don't know how this is a Vice case, because there's no drugs involved.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Motherfucker.
They're bookmakers, aren't they? Tell me the truth.
How the hell would I know?
Albert wrote his winnings down on a notepad.
Pretty sure most of the actors are from Mad Men. It's funny you say that. So I remember my boss told me when I first started working at this agency,
Everyone thought he was dumb, including
he was
me,
like, hey,
but he beat 'em all.
if you haven't seen it, it's not required, but you should probably watch Mad Men. Like all of Mad Men. And I did. I watched all of Mad Men. And I was like, yo, it's actually a pretty good show, except for like the last season. The last season is just weird.
Albert is going home by boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going to collect nothing. He'll be lucky if he can get out of town in one piece.
How will you fare any better? They already believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances.
I was going to say I really liked the last
season.
season. You really liked it? I just thought it was very
Do you want to press charges against Arcaro?
Just get him out of
different.
Here. That's all I want.
You know what I mean?
Get out, Carlo. You hump.
You think the finale is one of the
Get
best
rid of
aired
that
on
pig
TV?
sticker.
Okay, I'm going to have to rewatch it.
thing
I
on
just
me,
didn't
I'll
like
shoot you like a dog. That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where
where
my
he
money's
went
gone.
into like this hippie
My money
movement
too,
and
tough guy.
you know what I mean? Like I was like, what is going on here?
Good luck, Miss Edward. I hope things work out for you.
Thank you. It's very kind of you to say so.
It just seemed to really break character.
She's not heading straight for the train station. I smell a payoff. I think stake her out. See where she goes.
Why did he say anything to do with work or just being friendly? No, it was just kind of like, hey, if you want to kind of, that's what it's like, you know. Millie,
Tail
thank
is
you for the
broad.
raid.
Don't let her get away, but don't
Mad
get
Men is one of
spotted.
the best shows of the
I'll bring up the
21st
car
century.
behind you.
It's also super sexist. Just putting that out there. It 100% is super. Yeah, I can't get up. I don't know why it's. I can't get up. So, if I don't get this trophy because of this is bullshit. Just saying. But it won't let me stand up. Manny, thank you for the raid. I appreciate you. I must have sent some people talking about Mad Men.
Stop shooting him in the back of the head with a shotgun and shoot him with an AR.
There you go.
See?
Nice.
But it was the time, and I like how women in that show were so complex. Peggy is the best.
You have health. Oh,
I really don't like Peggy as a character.
Hey, you might as well finish off the rest of them.
Accurately portraying the era was important to them. So yeah, it shows nasty bigotry. Yeah, I mean, and then you know, some of that was like hard to watch. Like it was like, oof, damn, like, but like it was like well, yeah. She had a very good arc. She has a very good arc. Peggy's character is great. If I'm being honest, I do not like the actress. I do not like the actress. That's just my thing. I don't know. I don't know the appeal about her. I don't think she's very talented. But she's got that other show that she did, Made. Oh, God. What's the name of her show? Made. It's something. Handmaid's Tale. Thank you. I couldn't think of it. I have never watched Handmaid's Tale, but I know that the premise is. I've watched like the first 3 episodes, and I was intrigued, and I want to finish watching it, but I haven't gotten around to it. And then she was also in the movie The Invisible Man, and that was just bad. That was just fucking bad. It was fucking terrible. I didn't mind her. I thought it was about witches. It was not about witches. It was about like fucking, we're at like the end of the world, and then like there's only a certain amount of women left, and they're used for breeding. That's what I gained from like the first 2 episodes. Women are used for breeding, and then that was like it. And if you weren't a breeding woman, you were a woman that was there to raise the children. That is what I gleaned from the first 2 episodes. And I was like, it sounds interesting, but I'm like, I don't know, like, it doesn't sound so interesting where, like, I gotta watch it, you know what I mean? It didn't feel like it was, I only watched, like, 2 episodes, so I didn't really give it a fair shot, to be fair, so I'll probably have to go back and, like, give that another shake, you know what I mean? I love Breaking Bad and Mad Men. I was the person who picked Community and BoJack Horseman as my favorite shows in the 2010s. Oh, I loved Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad was fantastic. Margaret Atwood is one of my favorite authors, so I really ended up liking the show for Handmaid's Tale. See, I feel like I need to actually give it a chance. I don't think I gave it a chance. New dude. I remember the movie coming out around the time the first Sonic movie came out. I just watched Breaking Bad last month. Solid show. It is solid. It is solid. I mean, we had what's his face? What was the he was in that sitcom before then. What was the sitcom? I can't remember. I can't remember the name of the sitcom. But I remember Breaking Bad being my first experience with Gabriel Espinosa. If that's his name. I don't want to sound like I'm saying it wrong, but I'm probably saying it wrong. Yep, I'm 100% saying it wrong. It's probably not even his fucking name. Giancarlo Esposito. Breaking Bad was my first experience with him, and I have to say he is fantastic. And he has been fantastic in everything that I've ever seen him in. It's the most human show I've ever watched, and it's a cartoon about a talking horse. Bryan Cranston, yes, please, thank you. I cried, I laughed, everything I've recommended to everybody. I'm watching that right now. Malcolm in the Middle, yes, that was the other one. BoJack Horseman. So are you guys saying that I need to check out BoJack Horseman? I just read because so many chat things happen. Everybody must be see BoJack. It's a fucking masterpiece. Get the fuck up.
I risk losing the trail.
Get up. I can't get up. It was Netflix's first true critical hit, Smallville. Totally is just building everything. After first season, shit got crazy. We have done nothing in this game tonight because we've just been fucking chatting all fucking night. We've done one fucking case. One case, guys. Jesus.
Out cold, but breathing. Give her a minute.
We've
Take a
done
look
nothing.
around.
We've made no fucking progress.
Single ticket. One way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio.
Max, thank you for the follow. I died like 5 times in 20 minutes, rage quit, and then raided. What were you playing? What were you playing again, Millie? I've done that before. Fallout 4.
Nasty weapon.
All the Italians carry them. A real man uses his fists or a gun.
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond. What are the odds on them all being
Thundercats
bookmakers?
hits right in my childhood. I love Thundercats. Did you see the have you seen, because that
Take a
that
seat, Miss
specific
Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
alert was from the
Look, I
new
haven't done anything wrong.
Thundercats.
Ever?
Have you seen the new Thundercats?
I find that pretty hard to believe.
The new Thundercats, I
Can
mean,
you answer some questions now, Miss
I'm
Edwards?
a fan of the old one,
Sure,
but
I've had worse. I'll
I
show
did
you.
like the new one. I did like the new one, and I'm disappointed that I only got one season.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
It was
No,
a
I
different
don't.
take on
Over
it,
Albert,
but
I
like
haven't seen
it was still good.
You're lying, Candy. You were in his hotel room. He came back after the fight and you weren't there. What happened?
You can't prove that I was in the room.
How do you think we found you, Candy? You wrote your name and address on a coupon.
Look,
I always wanted to get
Albert
the
was
figures,
supposed
but
to
I could find. I know.
We were all
I
supposed to
haven't.
make a
I
little
didn't
money out of
know
it.
like
But
how it
Albert
was
got too
animated.
goddamn
Is it good?
stubborn.
Honestly,
Said
didn't know
his
much
pride
about
was
the
all he had
original
left.
because I was a kid.
So I told him, shut
But I
it.
know I loved it, and
Let's
I
see
was
his
afraid
pride
of
even
Munra.
more than nice.
So
So you
if
walked
you
out
still
before
watch
the
the
fight?
original,
Yes, I did. What's the problem? I didn't take anything.
here's the thing. Here's the thing about Thundercats that gets kind of confusing, right? So if you watch the original, if you can find it, it's only the first 4 seasons, and it leads you to believe, like, even if you go to Amazon and you're like, I'm gonna buy the collection of Thundercats, it's only the first 4 seasons. There are 10 seasons of Thundercats, guys. There are 10 seasons of Thundercats. Seasons 6 through 10 they were not released to the public. So if you hadn't seen them, you hadn't seen them. Like, you literally have to go overseas and buy like a pirated Thundercats collection, or like go on Pirate Bay and fucking download the rest of the seasons, because that is the only way.
Around here all day, a girl's got things to do.
That is the only way to get it all. Straight up, that's the only way to get it all. And there are 10 seasons. There are 10 seasons of Thundercats. Don't get this shit twisted. There's a lot more than what they are selling you. Then, and also, they're corny as fuck. They are. They're just really corny. Watching them as an adult, they are super corny, but they're fun. They're a lot of fun. If you like them, you like them. Around season 5 is when they started introducing the newer Thundercats, like Linkso and Pumra. They introduced some new Thundercats, and some things start happening. But then they have the remake. I remember seeing Thundercats reruns on Cartoon Network, but I missed the train. You read the comics? Of course I read the comics. I'm actively collecting all of them. Actively. Then there's the new show, which kind of rebooted the entire idea. It's a little different. It's a little different because they aren't going to another planet. It is their planet. Tigra and Lion-O are brothers, but Lion-O is the heir because he's the lion and Tigra is the tiger. Lion-O has a love interest with an older Chitara who is a monk sworn to protect the throne. Panthro is like it is different. It is 100% very different. It is not the old school Thundercats. It's a completely different story, a retelling, a reimagining. And if you're not a hardcore Thundercats fan, because as a hardcore Thundercats fan, it is hard to get around for like the first couple episodes. But like episode 3, 4, 5, when it starts to kick off and like the action sequences start to come on and Lion-O finally does the thunder. It is a good show. With modern animation, modern action sequences. You know, because they made Snarf a pet. They made Snarf a pet in the new one. He wasn't a personality. He was straight up a fucking pet cat. You know what I mean? It's a retelling. It is a retelling and a reimagining. And if you throw out everything that you know and just kind of watch it for what it is, it's not bad. It's not great. But it's not bad. You know? I'm low-key excited for that new TMT cartoon because I love the movie. Is it based off of the New Mutants movie? Also, the last few TMT cartoons have been good. I haven't seen any of the new shit. All right, let me go piss. Let me go piss. And we have to finish this case because we haven't fucking got anything done tonight. I'll be right back. Discovered Nemesis. Give me it. Boom! Platinum trophy 111. Here we go.
Oh yeah, he wants you to dab. Hi. Yes, please get up is what Dirty said. Super hot. It's like 105 right now. Oh my gosh, it's 105 where you are? It's only like 70. Worse, okay.
Alright, get ready to clip
like
this.
A Fortnite character?
Get ready to clip this, guys. Clip. Oh, damn.
A clip isn't a picture. It's a moment. It's 30 seconds.
Oh.
You gotta like...
Hey. The freaking Guardians of the Galaxy. I watched the new Superman cartoon. That's not bad. We've been watching it. We're enjoying it. It's definitely a different take, and it's very like anime, but I'm enjoying it. It's not bad. Chat party too lit for detectiving. I know I gotta get back to detectiving. I'm enjoying the new Adventures of Superman. It's not bad. I like the new origin story for Livewire. It's definitely different. It's definitely different. And the one thing I haven't quite figured out yet is this new fucking Smallville, maybe, you know, this new power they give him where he goes like anime Super Saiyan and fucking his eyes glow and he fucking all of a sudden powers up and fucking does extra shit. I haven't figured that out. I was like, well, that's new. That's not like a canon power. You know, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to be. But overall, like the show in general, yeah, I don't understand that either. Like I don't know what that's supposed to be yet. The new origin story for Kara has been pretty cool. I just don't get it. Like I don't whatever, but all of that aside, like the show itself is pretty decent. Like especially if you feel like we haven't gotten like cartoon content like that since we've been kids. Like it's not bad. Like it's what does Superman have now has a Kaioken? Yeah, pretty much. Superman has like a Kaioken pretty much. yeah, that's an accurate description of what's happening in the show. But it is definitely like anime art inspired, which is really cool. Are you excited for the new movie? Yes and no. Reason number one, I'm excited. I am a heavy investor in Warner Brothers Studios. I have so many Warner Brothers stocks. I want them to do well. So I can make money. But beyond that, I believe in James Gunn. I do. People are sharing all these things. Just let the man fucking cook. Let him cook, man. Let him fucking cook. You have real reasons. Yeah, I have a couple $1,000s invested in Warner Brothers. Just let the man cook. I'm not worried. Just let the fucking man cook. He'll do his thing. I don't think James Gunn's gonna let us down. There is a lot of pressure on Superman though, because this Superman reboot is gonna be the reboot of the DC universe. And DC Comics are really cheap right now. So aside from my heavy stock investments in Warner Brothers, I have heavy comic investments in DC Comics that I can buy for cheap, and then if they hit them, I can sell for high. Bruce Timm always says, "Yeah, do you know the Troy? Have you seen the trailer for the new Batman show that Amazon is doing, and Bruce Timm is coming back to do it? The reboot of the DC and Henry. I mean, yeah, Henry Cavill is a hard. It's a hard replacement, but if you think about it, honestly, Henry Cavill's the only thing about it that was good. Ezra Miller was shit. Let's be honest. Ezra Miller was shit. I don't know how y'all feel about Gal Gadot. I am not a fan of her as Wonder Woman. She was fine, but she wasn't Wonder Woman. Ben Affleck as Batman was great in Batman vs. Superman. Every other movie, nope. Nope. Cyborg was great. Ben was too big. No, but he was like Dark Knight. It was like a Dark Knight Rises version of Batman, and it was fine for Batman versus Superman. But then when they tried to expand upon it, like that character doesn't exist anymore. You know what I mean? Like they were just making shit up as they went. Ezra Miller was the shittiest of them all. Yeah, he's a terrible Flash. He's a terrible fucking Barry Allen. And Gal Gadot was shit. I don't think, I'm not gonna call her shit. She was okay, but she's just not Wonder Woman. You know what I mean? He was the Batman that's seen some shit. Yeah, he was an older, I done seen some shit Batman. And I was okay with that, but like you can't build a franchise off that either. But I feel like maybe it would have helped because he was supposed to have a solo Batman movie that never happened. Like he was supposed to, Ben Affleck was actually going to direct his own solo Batman movie that just never fucking happened. And so after it never happened, he had no control over where the character was going. So, you know, like it was like, I just don't know how you make a DC universe without Batman movies. If you think about the way Marvel did it, they did Iron Man, they did Captain America, they did Thor, and then they did Avengers. So if you're going to duplicate this process, you need Superman, you need Batman, you need Wonder Woman, and then you make Justice League. You know what I mean? The big three. The big three have to have their own solo films, and then you make the joint film and introduce new people. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking wrong. They were trying to do the Marvel thing in like half the time. Yeah, they were trying to be Marvel, but skipping all the steps. They're like, we're gonna skip that step. No, the reason Marvel became Marvel is because they didn't skip the fucking steps. They built the fucking story and they built the fucking characters. And that's why I have faith in James Gunn. James Gunn has got a great creative vision. He's worked for Marvel, so maybe he learned some shit from Feige. Doing Guardians, because I've loved the Guardians films. The Guardian films have been fucking great. So here's the hoping.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I
Yeah,
know?
DC has had the animated lockdown for a long fucking time. A long fucking time.
They're bookmakers, aren't they? Tell me the truth.
How the hell would I know?
But to be fair, like everything I've heard about Deadpool and Wolverine,
Hotel room. We found the odds in his locker. Who has the
Deadpool and Wolverine's gonna break the fucking
Son
internet.
of
It's
a
gonna
bitch,
change the whole
Albert.
fucking game.
Everyone thought he was
all
done
over again.
beating me, but he beat them all.
So who knows? Like things can change.
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
I would agree, but X-Men 97 might be the best animated. Agreed. X-Men 97 is fantastic. But
Albert is going home by boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
X-Men 97 is really
You'll be lucky if you
Marvel's
get out of town in
first
one piece.
attempt
How will you fare any
getting
better?
into
They already
animation like
believe you're in on it.
seriously.
Hell,
And
I
they
know
fucking
you're in
killed
on
it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances. I got a few errands to run, and then I say adios to this dump.
I would say Marvel had the movies, but right now they've been flopping
wanna
so
press
hard, they've been
charges
following
against
all
our
the
Carol?
shows and everything
Just
they
get
all
him out of here.
exactly.
That's all I want.
Get out, Carlo, you hump.
I'm excited about the
Get rid
Captain
of that
America
pig
trailer
stinker.
that just dropped. Deadpool Wolverine's coming out. That looks good.
Shoot you like a dog.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy.
Guys, I took the day off for when Deadpool Wolverine comes up because I am going to the theater. I'm not working that day.
people. I saved a whole year for that car.
The big issue is that with Deadpool and Wolverine, it said that it's R-rated. Sadly, there'll be a cap on that in the box office. I mean, that may be true, but the past two Deadpool movies are the highest grossing R-rated films of all time. And if you want to add to it that they brought Wolverine back and we're going to get to see a proper Wolverine in R-rated fashion, I think Deadpool 3 is going to be even bigger than the previous two. And if you want to put it into additional perspective, Deadpool 1 and 2 were the highest grossing R-rated films of all time without the Chinese market. Every other film, like Avengers, needs the Chinese market to hit those numbers. Deadpool was not released in China. It wasn't. So it hit those. It's the highest grossing R-rated film of all time and did not release in the second biggest economy in the world. If they somehow don't piss off the Chinese government and Deadpool and Wolverine is released in China, if you don't think that they're gonna put up the fucking numbers to compete with the fucking Avengers, you're out of you're crazy. You're crazy. I think they're gonna top R-rated film of all time again, no matter what. But if they're able to get into the Chinese market, Dunzo. They're doing Avengers numbers. Yeah, Disney keeping it a hard R is perfect, which is unheard of. I'm not saying Deadpool 3 is going to do well, but Inside Out 2 is going to be the highest grossing movie of the year. Maybe. Oh, I gotta... fuck, dude. I took cover. I'm not allowed to take cover. Fuck this game, man. My man, new dude. Well, the hard part about it, too, is that, like, people don't go to the movie theaters anymore.
Out cold, but breathing. Give her a minute. Take a look around.
Single ticket. One way. I guess there isn't a lot for Albert in Ohio. Scania sails from
No,
New
and
York.
Deadpool will bring him back. Well, I mean, that's what they're hoping, but...
Carlo here seems to have the same friends as Hammond.
Well, you also
What are the
have
odds on them all
to.
being
This month is
bookmakers?
saying otherwise. You also have to think in like holiday weekends. People have extra time off, so like the box office is kind of like, oh, we're the biggest movie of all time. But like they release it on a holiday weekend when a family film that
All the
releases on a
Italians
holiday
carry them.
weekend when
A
people
real
have
man
time to go to
uses
the
his
theater.
fists or a gun.
The numbers are kind of skewed. You know what I mean?
Take a seat, Miss Edwards. We have some questions for you to answer.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong.
Ever? I find that pretty hard to believe.
Can you answer some questions now, Miss Edwards?
Sure, I've had worse. I'll shake it off.
We're trying to track down Albert Hammond. We have reason to believe he might be in danger. Do you know where he is?
No, I don't. I'm over Albert. I haven't seen him.
You're lying, Candy. You were in his hotel room. He came back after the fight and you weren't there. What happened?
You can't prove that I was in the room.
How do you think we found you, Candy? You wrote your name and address on a coupon.
Look, Albert was supposed to take a fall. We were all supposed to make a little money out of it. But Albert got too goddamn stubborn. Said his pride was all he had left. So I told him, shove it. Let's see his pride keep him warm at night.
So you walked out before the fight.
I think
Yes,
which I will
I
do
did.
alone
What's
because
the problem?
Deadpool
I
alone.
didn't take anything.
Do the names Harry, Mervyn, or Ray mean anything to you?
Could be anybody. How the hell would I know?
Twister's being a sleeper hit. Twister could be a sleeper hit. But I don't know. I feel like Twister would do better if it was released on an at-home platform. People aren't going to go out to pay to see Twisters. But I feel like if Twister released on like
They're
Netflix,
bookmakers,
it
aren't
would
they?
do numbers just
Tell me the
like
truth.
Beverly Hills
How
Cop
the
is
hell
doing.
would I know?
It's too obscure. It's too obscure of a movie to try to bring in ticket sales. You know what I mean? Like, it would have done really well as an at-home release. 2-3 weeks in, people realize that it's out, and then all of a sudden it hits like #1 of the charts. You know what I mean? I feel like it would have done really well at an at-home release, like direct to stream, like Netflix or something like that.
Albert wrote his winnings down on a notepad in the hotel room. We found the odds in his locker. Who has the betting slips?
That son of a bitch, Albert. Everyone thought he was dumb, including me. But he beat them all.
You're leaving town, Miss Edwards?
Yes, I'm going straight home.
Albert is going home by boat as soon as he collects his winnings. I know you're going to meet him.
Albert is going to collect nothing.
All right, we need to
Like he
finish
can
this
get out
case.
of town in one piece.
How will you fare any better? They already believe you're in on it.
Hell, I know you're in on it.
You can think what you want, Buster. I'll take my chances. I got a few errands to run, and then I say adios to this dump.
Do you want to press charges against Arcaro?
Just get him out of here. That's all I want.
Get out, Carlo, you hump. And get rid of that pig sticker. You ever pull that thing on me, I'll shoot you like a dog.
That bitch knows where Hammond is. She knows where my money's gone.
My money too, tough guy. I'll handle this.
Good luck.
Come on, man.
You can fake sincerity? You got it. She wants a 5-star, goddamn.
gotta prove it.
You can't beat a good movie theater experience. I beg to differ, Troy. You know why? I have an 85-inch 4K HDR television. I have several recliners down here, including the one that I'm sitting in now. They also have vibration in the seats. Just saying. And I have Dolby Atmos 7.1 surround sound. Which I never get to use because I'm always using these fucking headphones. But I do have Dolby Atmos 7.1 surround sound. And I can tell you, if we pull this fucking couch in front of the TV and we sat in here and fucking watched, you'd feel every fucking explosion, and it'd be like, whoa. And if you want popcorn, I'll make you some fucking popcorn. To watch with an audience. How you'll get the thrill of sneaking a whole McDonald's meal in like a Seth Rogen. I prefer it in the theater too. It still is a different experience. I will give it to you. But like I have to say, like, if you wanted to screen a film, I got a setup here, bro, that'll fucking blow your fucking socks off. Just saying. My Dolby Atmos surround sound is not a fucking joke. I paid for it, and I never get to use it. So when I do get to use it, I turn that bitch up. You remember when the first time you went to the theater, what was the first movie you saw? Oh, fuck, I don't fucking know. I mean, the first one I can remember seeing was probably X-Men. The first X-Men with Hugh Jackman. That's the only one I can remember. That and Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. I remember going to see those, but that's like the first ones I can remember. I remember seeing the Rugrats movie as a kid. First one I actually remember was the Titanic. $2000? Yeah, you got to think like I'm born in '86, so I remember my mom took me to see Spider-Man and she took me to see X-Men. I don't remember anything else that she took me to see, if anything. Maybe Gladiator? I don't know. I feel like I saw Gladiator in theaters. I just don't remember anything. I just deleted most memories from my brain hard drive. I fucking feel you. Ah, she discovered me because I'm too fucking tall. Too tall.
This guy must have escaped the loony bin. You are a modest little person with much to be modest.
Everybody was trying to make out, and I was trying to watch the goddamn film.
The main reason Santa's so jolly is
People are always sucking face in our theater. I don't remember anything, man. Just like, I know, like, I went on a date when I was a teenager with a girl to the theater, but I couldn't fucking tell you what movie we saw. I don't know.
Too much slack. I get closer. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail. Too much slack. Get closer. Move in. Can't risk losing the trail.
Sorry guys, I'm not paying attention to chat right now, because I'm trying to finish this fucking mission. I feel like we're almost there. If not, this is the longest fucking mission in the history of man. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. I feel like, God, like how long? We gotta be almost there. There we go. Thrift liquor. We made it! All right, let me catch back up. Let me catch back up. I didn't really date in school. I didn't really start dating until college. Agreed. Same here. I don't have time for going to the movies in high school much. Yeah, exactly. I don't know really who did it. Vivek, what's up, man? How are you? Sorry, I'm sorry I didn't say anything. I remember playing a lot of Time Crisis in the movie theaters. Yes. Absolutely. Time Crisis was the shit. If there was one thing I could add to my man cave down here, I would get a Time Crisis 3 machine. 100%. Doesn't cost any quarters, you just hit the reset button. If I could get a Time Crisis 3 machine, fuck yeah. Three, not two. I don't remember two, but I remember I played three. Why not? Why don't we just get 1, 2, and 3? Well, let's just fuck it. Let's get the whole fucking trifecta. I have room right here for an arcade machine. Why couldn't this be Time Crisis? How fucking fun would that be? I'm surprised you have no arcade games. No, I don't, because a fucking arcade system costs $3,000 to $4,000. Smallville, it's not fucking cheap. It's super fucking expensive. They sell them with a bunch of games in them. Yeah, I know my boss has one. He's got one. He's got an old school arcade machine in his man cave that's got like 3,000 games on it. But like, it was like $4,000 when he bought it.
Bookmakers? Yes. Surprise, surprise.
A blonde woman just came in here.
She went out the back way. Said she was being watched.
How much did she collect?
$3,600. She cleaned me out.
On the Hammond Kid Galahad fight?
You got it. I'm not complaining. We all made a lot of money on that one. Huge plunge on Galahad, and then Hammond knocks the bum out.
So she collected the money and went out through the back door?
Nope. She made a phone call over there, wrote something on a notepad, and then left.
What are you doing? An old intelligence trick from the Marines. We know where she's headed. Let's get moving.
You drive. I need to go over the case note. Hammond backed himself to win.
And Candy is picking up the winnings.
I would
Smart
kill
play.
for a Casey taxi machine.
Question is Candy collecting on Albert's behalf, or is she cheating him too?
Road Rash is cool. No, it's not.
K11 King, further to your request, Bunko Fraud has 3 known bookmakers
Sega Arcade Classic. Hey girl, want to Sega bass fighting and chill? Sega bass fishing and chill? Killer Instinct. Remember that one? That one was a good one. Vector Man.
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
Relax, Cole. You just have a blonde in here, Mervyn?
Sure did. I'm just about to close up. She took me to the cleaners. 4,000 clams and change.
How long ago did you leave?
Maybe 5 minutes. Called a cab. Asked for a number. I told her there was a card over there by the phone.
Yes, but never. I told her there was a card over there by the phone. This guy's got a really rough voice. Like he sounds like he's bucking into that.
Yellow cab. We need to get after her, fast.
Pinball was fun. I always played the Indie Temple of Doom pinball game. I talk all this game, but I couldn't tell when I was getting hit on during fucking Uno game.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Can you connect me to the Yellow Cab Company, Hollywood 2187, please? This is Detective Phelps, LAPD. You dispatched a cab to
I was too busy
1487
making
Ivar
Yu-Gi-Oh
Avenue,
jokes.
Hollywood.
Yes, sir. Send 1 round from the pool.
Do you have the number of that cab?
Number 179.
Thanks.
We're done playing around. Get Mervyn to give us an address on Ray's place.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
Are you on the sauce or what?
Firefox? I don't know who Firefox is. Great stream, great chat, good times. Thank you, Millie. We're just here to chill, drink, and have fun. And maybe earn some trophies when we aren't distracted. We do a lot of drinking, though. That's for sure. Okay. So we have Clipless Grenade. He's playing YS Origin. Have a wonderful night, criminal. I'm drinking Dr. Phil. Dr. P. So you're gonna have diarrhea later, is what you're telling me. You're gonna shit yourself from all that prune juice. All right, let's go raid Cliptic. Clipless Grenade. He's playing YS Origin. I don't know what it is. But it does. If you guys don't know Clipless, Clipless isn't exactly an achievement hunter. He's a 100% hardest difficulty player, so he might as well be an achievement hunter, but he's not. His goal is different, if that makes sense. What Crucifix says in the channel I actually have I have tickets. I meant to tell you this, Shay Shay. My boss has got us tickets to a ball game next month. It's for our 10th anniversary of a company, but like we've got the whole presidential box at the ball game for our company. And I asked him, like, why did you pay for all that? And he, you know what he told me? It's because we aren't fucking peasants. I was like, dude, buying that box, because we have unlimited drinks and food while we're in there. We have unlimited drinks and food while we're in there. And he's like, yeah, we can go there 2 hours early. And we're going there 2 hours early. And I was like, oh, don't worry. I'll make sure you get your money worth. If it's unlimited bar, I'll make sure you get your money's worth. Do that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we're going to raid Clipless. And then I will see you guys tomorrow. And I know we didn't get shit done tonight. But we will finish this case and do our next DLC case tomorrow night. But we still got like 7 trophies tonight, so I'm not unhappy. Like we still made progress towards plat. Maybe more trophies, more stories if I've had.
I don't have any.
Well, yeah, I love that your boss says it so often, and it's fantastic. That's who I got it from.
Dodging everything.
That's who I got it from. All right, guys. I'm in the wrong fucking screen. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow night. Later, peace and love.